Hey guys, by the end of this video, you will learn a high probability liquidity sweep trading strategy. But first off, let's look at what a liquidity sweep actually is. So let's assume this was a buy trend and was supposed to continue buying, attacking buy side liquidity. But we see a price run on lows before going higher. This right here is a liquidity sweep. Now, this could be a run on single lows or a series of lows. And the overall idea here also applies for a sell case scenario. Now, let's outline the first approach to our liquidity sweep trading strategy. So first off, we want to see market structure. So this could be bullish or bearish. Next, we want to see inducement of liquidity. In other words, we want to see price leave some deeper discounts PDRAs untapped while offering buyers opportunities to get into the market. The next off, we want to see price come lower, attacking that particular liquidity inducement, taking out traders that had their stops below this particular low, while trading lower into that deeper discount PDRA. Now from here on, all we want to see is price rally aggressively, taking out buy side liquidity. So right here is price action on Euro USD, and based on our strategy, the first step is to identify market structure. So we can see market structure is currently bearish, as you can see lower lows and lower highs right here. So the next step is to identify if there is an inducement of liquidity. We can see how price failed to reach into deeper premium, which is this institutional swing point and this particular fair value gap right here. But we can see how price retraced a little and sold off aggressively without reaching into this deeper premium. So based on the strategy, we want to see price come back all the way into this particular deeper premium and sell off aggressively. So let's see what price does. And there you have it. So you can see how price reached into this particular deeper premium, now giving us a reaction in price, which is a sell momentum candle, also breaking structure right here. So let's see what price does. And there you have it. Now here's another example still on Euro USD. So applying our liquidity sweep strategy, we can see market structure is actually bullish, as we can see higher highs and higher lows. So next, we want to confirm, is there an inducement of liquidity in the market? Yes, there is, as price failed to reach for deeper discounts like the institutional swing points and order block before trading higher. So that's 2 out of our checklist. So what we want to see now is price trade down lower into this particular deeper discount. Then from then on, we want to see price rally higher. So let's see what price does. So we can see how price trade into that institutional swing point, giving us a quick reaction in price. So let's see what price does. And there we have it. So the next approach of the liquidity sweep strategy is almost the same like the first one. We want to see market structure, either bullish or bearish. Next off, we want to see a liquidity inducement, but price failing to take out the buy side liquidity, but taking out the internal buy side liquidity. Next off, we want to see price come out and take out that liquidity inducement right there, still giving us liquidity inducements to the right side. That's on the sell delivery, while reaching for a deeper discount PD array. For a sell scenario, that will be a premium array, and from here on, we want to see price move aggressively to the buy side. So right here, still price action on the Euro USD, and we can see that market structure is actually bullish right here. So that checks off the first step in our second approach strategy. The second step is there an inducement of liquidity? And yes, there is. We can see how price failed to reach for deeper discounts, which is this particular series of down close candle, which is another block. And we can see how price rallied higher, but failing to take out this particular high, but taking out internal highs right here. And now we can see how price is returning back to the sell side. So let's see what price does. And there we have it. So you can see how price reach deeper into this particular order block right here, into this last down close candle. So you can see the reaction in price right here. We can go in framing our setups. So we place our stops below this particular low, aiming for this particular high right here. And if you look closely, this equal highs right here is a low resistance liquidity run, and that's going to serve as a good draw on liquidity. So let's see what price does. And there we have it. So here's a trade I shared on Telegram using this particular liquidity sweep trading strategy. So you can see we have a breakout structure. Our market structure is actually bearish. Now the next step of the strategy is to look for inducement of liquidity. And one way I've shown you to confirm inducement of liquidity is the failure of price to reach for a deeper premium or a deeper discount before pushing to the other direction. And looking clearly here on this price action on the 1 hour on GBP USD, you can't see anything clearly. So this is where you drop down to lower time frame. So right here on the 5 minutes, do we have any liquidity inducement? The answer is no, as price has already filled this particular fair value gap and traded into this particular liquidity. The only open chance would be price to come and fill this particular fair value gap completely. So you remember from our strategy, I said you can also focus on inducement of liquidity on the right side. So this is where we're going to apply that particular idea. So right here, we can see price reached into this particular order block, into this particular fair value gap, and price sold down aggressively, leading to a break of structure right here. So we want to see if price will return running this particular high right here. So that will be our liquidity inducement. So let's see what price does. So we can see our price run this particular high right here, giving us a good reaction right here with a break of structure. So that's a good signal for our entry. So we place our stops above this high and we can aim for this particular low right here. So let's see what price does. And there you have it. So this was not the most fun of price action, but we can see that it actually delivered all the way to the sell side. So I believe that makes sense. So if you have any questions, you can leave your thoughts in the comment section and I'll be sure to get to you. And if you found value in today's video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and see you in more videos.